The multi-billion-dollar question that has defined Western military spending for decades was answered last night. Russia's S-400 Triumf air defense system is vulnerable, and now, demonstrably defeated. We are witnessing the end of Russian air supremacy over its own strategic depth. Last night's record drone swarm, estimated at nearly 700 UAVs, was not a chaotic attack. It was a military strategic equation solved by volume. The swarm successfully exploited the S-400's primary vulnerability, its saturation limits, bypassing the sophisticated radars and plunging the Moscow region into a massive blackout. This is more than just a power outage, it is a geopolitical shockwave. This single event shatters the illusion of Russian invulnerability, instantly devaluing billions in Russian arms exports, and fundamentally forces NATO planners to rewrite their entire doctrine on how to neutralize modern air defense systems. This is the official declaration of the Blackout War, where Ukraine has established a terrifying new principle. The cost of striking Ukrainian cities is now an immediate and proportional strike on Russia's critical infrastructure. The tactical victory over the S-400 was followed by a strategic one, logistical decapitation. This operation was a coordinated two-pronged strike that saw Ukrainian Navy forces employ long-range Neptune cruise missiles to hit industrial targets. The strikes on the Oral thermal power plant and the Novosil substation were not random acts of terror. They were high-precision surgical strikes designed to sever the electrical arteries feeding Russia's military production lines. This is the new asymmetric strategy. Cripple the factories that build the shells before the shells ever reach the front. This move proves that Ukraine's indigenous defense industry has achieved strategic parity in terms of precision strike capability, forcing the Kremlin into an impossible dilemma: either pull vital air defense assets back to protect industrial hubs, or leave the rear exposed and watch its war machine slowly grind to a halt. The strategic depth of the Russian Federation is officially obsolete as a safe haven for military sustainment. Clapperboard Section 3. The FPV drone grinder, new. The deadliest factor on the ground is the continuing evolution of the first-person view, FPV drone. These are no longer just surveillance tools. They are the war's most effective weapon of attrition. FPV drones cost as little as $500, yet they are responsible for destroying millions of dollars in Russian armor. Everything from tanks and self-propelled artillery to supply trucks. They are the ultimate asymmetric budget breaker. Crucially, the Russian military is structurally unable to match Ukraine's FPV production and deployment speed, largely due to a decentralized volunteer-fueled production culture in Ukraine versus Russia's stifling state bureaucracy. This cost-exchange ratio, $500 for a multi-million-dollar tank, is the fundamental reason why Russia's ground invasion has slowed to a crawl. The FPV is the great equalizer, turning every foxhole into a potential inescapable target. Clapperboard Section 4. The contrast in command. The unfolding military failure is amplified by the profound leadership contrast on display. While Russian high command remains hidden in bunkers, Ukraine's chief of military intelligence, Kirill Budanov, was reportedly sighted in the highly contested Pokrovsk sector, personally overseeing a complex special operation. This kind of hands-on high-risk command leadership is a powerful moral force, a commitment to share the danger, that is absolutely foreign to the centralized, fear-driven Russian command structure. This contrast is a key determinant in the war's outcome. Furthermore, the utter collapse of the Russian military-industrial base is starkly symbolized by the video of the Russian floating crane PK-400 Sevastopol sinking, a piece of critical naval repair infrastructure that took 8 years to build, only to be destroyed by sheer incompetence before it was operational. This wasn't a Ukrainian strike. This was a self-inflicted wound. The comparison is staggering. A U.S. Navy shipyard could deliver an aircraft carrier faster than Russia could deliver an operational construction crane. This failure is a direct result of endemic corruption and profound managerial decay, revealing the Russian war machine is rotting from the inside out. The S-400 failure and the subsequent Moscow blackout have an immediate, chilling effect on Russia's global standing and its ability to fund the war. Firstly, the arms export market for Russian defense technology has just cratered. Nations currently operating or considering the S-400, including India, Turkey, and China, must now aggressively re-evaluate the system's utility and look toward Western alternatives. This represents a multi-billion-dollar loss of future revenue for Moscow. Secondly, the Blackout War is a brutal public defeat that severely undercuts Putin's diplomatic leverage with key partners like China and Iran. The ability to project power starts with securing your own capital. Russia has failed that test. For the West, this confirms the effectiveness of Ukraine's technological path, solidifying NATO support and ensuring the continued flow of advanced systems. The geopolitical price of last night's strike is far greater than the value of the targets hit. It is the loss of Russia's reputation as a reliable military power. The ground war is being redefined by a terrifying innovation, the drone ambush. This new reality sees both sides utilizing stationary UVs, hidden in the dirt and wreckage of the battlefield, their engines off, acting as silent, robotic landmines or ambush reconnaissance platforms. The conflict has shifted from air-to-ground to ground-to-ground drone-on-man combat, creating a perpetual, psychological threat. Meanwhile, despite Russia committing over 170,000 troops to the Pokrovsk sector, they have only managed a meager advance of 7 kilometers in a year, a catastrophically poor return on a monumental human investment. Ukraine's ability to hold the line, combined with its technological superiority in asymmetric strikes on Moscow, confirms that technology and superior morale are successfully neutralizing Russia's advantage in sheer numbers. The old rules of war no longer apply. What we are witnessing is a classic historical inflection point in military doctrine, comparable to the moment the machine gun rendered the cavalry charge obsolete. The era of multi-billion-dollar, static air defense systems designed to shoot down manned aircraft is over. The S-400's defeat by a low-cost, high-volume swarm marks the triumph of complexity and cheap mass over concentrated, expensive technology. From a military history perspective, this is a revolutionary moment. It proves that a small, technologically agile nation can achieve strategic objectives against a larger nuclear power by democratizing access to precision fire. The lesson here is universal. The future of warfare belongs to the networked, adaptable force, not the centralized, hardware-heavy behemoth. Every military command in the world is now studying the Blackout War as a template. The strategic landscape is changing by the hour. If you want to track the Blackout War and see the next massive strike before the mainstream media reports it, hit the like button and subscribe now. Don't miss the next move.